Hello, my name is Joe El-Gabalawi. I'm a Senior Group Product Manager here at Atlassian. Thank you for joining me as we discuss data residency. We know that for many of you, one key aspect of compliance is the ability to control where your data is hosted in the cloud. This is why over the past 2 years, we've invested heavily in data residency, so even more of our users like you can store data in trusted locations. Maintaining control over your data, regardless of the environment, is critical for many teams. So we're happy to now offer data residency to protect your data, comply with regulations, and build trust with your own customers. As we continue to listen to your feedback and expand our data residency offering, we've seen that's a very popular feature, whether for meeting compliance demands or just wanting more control over where data is stored. We built data residency on top of our enterprise-grade Atlassian platform, which enables us to support nearly 2,000 data residency migrations every month. We're continuing to scale our migration capability, so whether you're migrating your cloud data to take advantage of data residency or using data residency from the get-go during a cloud migration, you now have peace of mind that your data can be stored in a variety of regions. Let's start by talking a bit about how Atlassian defines our scope for data residency. Atlassian defines data residency as the physical location where data is stored, regardless of where the data was generated. Atlassian pins or keeps data stored for more than 30 days in a designated location at the product level. Atlassian pins or keeps data stored immediately after customers request a data residency migration to a region. But please note that only data at rest that's persisted for over 30 days is pinned. In the spirit of our open company, no bullshit value, our data residency documentation is quite transparent about what data is in scope and not in scope for data residency. Of course, you may have wondered why some data is in scope versus out of scope. So let's talk about it, what it means, why it is, from an architecture perspective. We don't currently pin PII. Instead, we use this concept of a rep ID or representative ID to ensure that the data has a limited footprint. To maximize security and abide by the core principles of GDPR, we've tied data residency for Atlassian products to the specific product, so only data stored in the products will be pinned. This means we don't pin user account information like name or email or avatar to limit its footprint in our system. We've designed our architecture specifically to limit the footprint of data so that this information is not stored in the product themselves. Instead, our products store representative IDs. They use the representative IDs to retrieve the information from our identity services. As you can see, we designed data residency to limit the footprint and abide by GDPR principles and ISO 27018. Please visit our support documentation to learn more about how data residency abides by GDPR's compliance demands and how marketplace apps may use data residency. Let's look at an example. Your Confluence page properties are stored in one service. This product level data is pinned to your selected region. In order to show you actual names instead of cryptic IDs on your screen, we have to pull them out of the identity platform, which is, yes, not necessarily stored in your selected region. What's stored in the identity platform? Data that to no extent is backtraceable to any content or any other user content related activities. It's a one-way street. Plus, the data is encrypted at rest and in transit at all times. Of course, we're always looking to expand our coverage from a data residency perspective. At Atlassian, we think about data residency coverage across 3 dimensions: products, data, and geographies. We currently support data residency across our Jira, Confluence, and JPD offerings. We're also extending data residency capabilities to our ecosystem so our marketplace partners can easily build apps that support data residency in the same regions as our product. Although not all apps offer data residency, the majority of cloud apps on the Atlassian marketplace have the option to pin and migrate data to meet the data residency requirements in all of our regions. We'll enable new regions for partners as they become available for our products. Please note that even though they have this option, partners need to choose to support data residency for their apps, which is why not all marketplace apps offer data residency. At the moment, most user-generated content is pinned at rest, as this is what's created in product. As I mentioned earlier, you can see a full list of in-scope data in our Help Center. Just search Understand Data Residency. So once you're ready to use data residency to establish your migration, what's next? The vast majority of data residency migrations are self-serviced by admins without any support touchpoint through admin.atlassian.com. With a nearly 99% success rate. Pretty good. Being able to do this yourself gives you more flexibility and control over where your data is located. You can learn more about managing data residency in our support documentation. Available at the QR code or by visiting support.atlassian.com. We're proud to offer this seamless experience, as we know many other platforms require you to request data residency through support channels. Of course, we know that speed drives efficiency for your business. That's why we continue to make data residency migrations faster for you, minimizing the product downtime needed to migrate from one region to another. In fact, nearly 97% of the requests today get completed within a 2-hour maintenance window. And we've recently extended this default maintenance window to Marketplace app realm migrations as well. As we release new features, meet more critical requirements in cloud, we're seeing more customers finding that cloud now meets their requirements. They feel ready to migrate. If this sounds like you, we want you to be sure you're ready to hit the ground running toward a successful cloud migration. When it comes to data residency, we're recommending taking a few steps to prepare for a smooth data migration. 1, understand Atlassian's implementation of data residency. Hopefully you've got a head start here from this video. 2, choose where you want to pin your data before you migrate. This way you can start out with your product pinning data to the proper region. You can also migrate product data later, but it may require some downtime. We also recommend looking in the data residency offering of any apps you want to move to cloud. Of course, there are a lot of things beyond data residency to consider when preparing for cloud migration. To get started with your own preparation, we recommend checking out our Cloud Migration Center online, where you can find detailed instructions. In particular, our Assess page will walk you through the steps to get started evaluating your requirements. Suppose you felt intimidated by the prospect of checking your cloud requirements against Atlassian's cloud offering. In that case, this page will break it down for you into 5 focused steps, easily remembered with a simple mnemonic: magic. Remember, you can lean on Atlassian for support here. We have a team of experienced advocates to guide you and an excellent network of solution partners to help you get over the line. To wrap up, we hope you feel a bit more informed about what data residency means in your region, and confident that we're working as quickly and safely as possible to bring your more enterprise features so you can get your team to cloud. If you're ready to move to cloud, or if you want to start preparing for your migration while you wait for a specific feature, check out the resources on Atlassian's Migration Center, or just reach out to us. Thanks for watching.